Good morning, Chuppa. And there's Indy. Indy just chased a squirrel up the telephone pole. So it's June 14th, 2022. I just got up. I'm having my coffee here. Just cleaning the charcoal up. I got to use two hands for it, so I got to put the camera down, I guess. I got a good cover for this Weber charcoal grill. Yeah, I had some awesome burgers yesterday. So yesterday we started putting in a raised garden bed there. And we got another one we're gonna put in over here. And we're actually gonna put in another one next to this one. So off to the left of that, we're gonna have an identical thing. I'm just trying to dig underneath it and level it out and maybe get some rocks or bricks or something underneath it to keep it stable. All right, what are we gonna do today? All right, so the plan for, I don't know, first plan of the morning, I guess we're gonna go ahead and build another shelf. Downstairs in the temporary studio, where all this stuff used to be, I had all of my, I had a closet and it was full. It's still full of guitars and guitar cases and guns and metal detectors. Pretty much is what's in that closet. So from the top of this door up, I want to build a shelf to store all my guitar cases, specifically. And the thing is, when I trim out around this door, I'm gonna have to do it like not a lot. I don't want to trim out like, 3 or 4 inches. I just want like a small 1-inch trim around the door. That way I can have a shelf as low as possible to make the most use of this space above. And not only are the guitars going to be out of the way and the cases be out of the way, but it's also going to act as kind of a shield for dust getting over there into the studio. Plus it's going to hide up this weird single patch of wood I have right there. But I got to remember, this isn't, I don't have my door jambs in yet. I don't have any of that installed yet. So I'm going to account for that when I put this shelf up. And what else we got? Yeah, so this Powermatic table saw, I want to clean it up. See, there's like glue and scudge all over it. I'm going to clean this up. Hopefully we can get that done today. The electrician is coming in 2 days. And I would like to get it on wheels. I don't have to do that yet, but I would like to get it cleaned up and put together at least. Because that way, this is the first tool that we're going to be using to get this workbench, the legs and everything done. And also the sander and the bandsaw and the dust collector and the air compressor. I kind of need everything to be in working conditions. Remember guys, everything up to this point has been done by hand except for the Milwaukee tools I have, which are basically hand tools, right? Power tools, hand power tools. I didn't use any industrial machines or nothing to build this entire thing. Of course, all these boards were already tongue and grooved. I didn't add the tongue and groove, which was the original plan. I wanted to make my own tongue and groove boards, but without any tools, that wouldn't have been really possible. So in the studio yesterday, I went ahead and hooked up the Quad Cortex. I ordered some more XLR cables because these aren't long enough to add to my wall of my cable management stuff. These go directly into the speaker, and then when I'm using my microphone, I have to switch out with these. So I have to unplug them from the back here and then replace them with those when I want to use my microphone. I wish there was a way around that, and I'm sure there is, but I suck at electronics and stuff. But there's that. I got some gold this morning, just doing packages there. And just a whole bunch of cords. I want to get rid of this today. And yeah, I was playing a little bit of guitar yesterday. This machine is so awesome. Look how dusty it is already. Actually, that dust is from the move. I didn't even clean it off since I plugged it in. I just plugged it in and started playing yesterday. All right, make this shelf, put it up, and that's, I mean, it's, I just finished my coffee. It's like it's early yet, so. All right, let's get to work. All right, so we have all the pieces we need for this shelf. So this is the little 2x2. This is gonna go just like every other shelf in this place. That's gonna go level along here. We're gonna screw that directly into the wall, and then the plywood gets screwed down to that, and then we put in our 3 feet. These are just pieces of 2x4, and they're basically gonna go like this, up against the wall on this side, and just like that. And then another thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another 2x2. I don't have any more, otherwise I would do it right now, but take another 2x2 and run it from here all the way across. That way the overhang, I'll be able to put screws in there, and then I'll be able to hang stuff, like hang guitars for finishing right there on the wall, if I need to. Probably not in front of the door, but you know. All right, let's get it up there. All right, not too bad. We've got it pretty much where we want it. The only problem is this section here, I'm a dunce and didn't forget, I just didn't think it would bend so much. See how it's flexible like that? I kind of don't like that, so I want to expand this. So how do we do that? We already cut it here and the shelf is gone. So we can do the fancy thing, and that's what we're gonna do. So I took 3 2x4s like this. We're gonna glue them together like this. All right, make sure they're nice and even. We'll get some wax paper under there too, and we're just gonna tack it together with some brad nails. And then what these are gonna do, let me hold it up here for you. So basically they're gonna go like that, and it's gonna be like a big fat end piece, and then that is going to hold it up and make it sturdy. And plus we're gonna have to add another brace underneath it, like that, right? So I was kind of avoiding to have any kind of obstruction here because I come out of the door and I walk this way. I don't want to be creaming my head off of this, but I'll just have to pay more attention when I'm walking around. So we'll go ahead and install that, and we don't have to let it dry actually. We can just tack it together and get it up there. Cool. All right, we've got some guitars up there. So I think everything in cases that I have is up there. So I actually get to count how many guitars I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this one here is not guitars. That is firearms. So yeah, here we've got the 1994 Jackson Rhodes EX. Above it is my Mod Shop Fender Stratocaster. Above that is a Klesh Reptile from 2003 that I built. Down here is the Klesh Manta. The one above it is the Fender, the 50s Stratocaster. This is a custom guitar built for Richie Sambora, given to me as a gift by Richie's Guitar Tech. And there's a couple firearms. Here we have a Klesh XK 8-string. This is the Klesh OM acoustic guitar. That is a modified Ibanez RG. That is a Gibson Les Paul, and that is a Martin OM 18, or OM 28 or something. 28, yeah. All right, so everything fit up there at least. I still have a few more guitars that are not in cases, and those are all downstairs still. I haven't decided what to do with those yet. Here I have a little thing I built out of pieces. This is like a Franken guitar, but it actually sounds really good. The Klesh OM is right there. Succubus is right there. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's 2 o'clock. I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna fix that planter box for Heather. And then we're gonna call it a night. I suppose we can go ahead and answer some comments. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's see if this works. Check. It looks like it's working. Awesome. All right. We have John T. Klesh, love your videos first off. I find them very relaxing. But am I recording? I am recording. But as someone who's ran wires for 15 years, your cable management stresses me out horribly. Mostly the anchors, wires on your fresh wall. It would be super easy to add outlets and low volt receptacles for your cat stuff closer to where you want or need them to be. The tower should be near the floor but off the ground to help mitigate dust sound picked up. Interesting. Yeah, as far as my cable management, I'm kind of like I said, it's semi-temporary, but this is pretty much how it's going to end up looking. It's just going to look a lot more neat. I like having everything where I can see it exactly. So, like, I run a cable from this microphone across the wall. I can write microphone and see exactly where that cable is. So, plus the USB hub, everything works right there. The only thing I'm really going to change is probably the anchors themselves are going to be all uniform. All the cables are going to be tighter and the right length. I still have some cables over here that are like 16 footers all coiled up. But other than that, it seems to work. This is usually how it works all the time for me. I've never had a problem with it. Of course, if you have a better suggestion, outlets, low volt receptacles for your cat stuff. I'm not sure what cat stuff is. So I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. To me, this is the most organized, right? But thank you for the tips. Brad Wigton says, have you ever thought about putting in a shadow box for a home run on the wall for the cables, comma? Shadow box for a home run on the wall for the cables. I'm not sure what that means. I'm sorry, dude. Joni McKinney, I don't know if you can, since you sprayed them already, but fried dandelions are actually pretty good. Yeah, I already sprayed weed killer and stuff on them. I'm not going to be eating anything in the yard. But yes, I used to eat dandelions all the time. The leaves anyway. Yeah, definitely. I watch Emmy Made here on YouTube and remembered she had a good vlog about making them. Gare Bear likes them with ranch dressing. Well, yeah, what kid doesn't like ranch? But I like them with Catalina. Yeah, dandelions are really good. Unfortunately, we're not going to be eating the ones in the yard here. They're already destroyed or poison. Chuck, the sound on your videos sounds really great. No echo at all. Yeah, and I still don't have guitars and stuff, but if I shut that door, hold on a second. I could still hear echo up and over through the cathedral ceiling, but it's way, way better than it was. Christian, at least you have something green growing for a lawn. Clover is popular some places because it stays green and is really hardy. Bulk Velcro is nice for tie cut to fit. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate that. MS, sending symbols as always. Thank you, MS. Scoo Tube says rock wool insulation. Yeah, that is probably the best bet. Rock wool insulation for if you're talking about soundproofing, or a closed cell spray foam are probably your best bet for soundproofing. Yes, that is correct. You could also make the box walls out of 2 sheets of drywall. Yeah, and that's another thing with the green glue. I have this acoustic, acoustic sealant. It works like the green glue, and I have that acoustic sealant behind the drywall, between the drywall and the studs in this entire building. And I mean, I could be cranking music in here and be outside, and you could barely hear it. You can really hear it through the garage door, though. Unfortunately, it can't really do much more soundproofing that. I mean, I can do a little bit, but not too much more. But yeah, I agree. Padla's Village, you have to dig out weed with roots, otherwise it will be growing and growing. You got that right. King Loopy, would love to have one, but not for that much money. I think Gibson is doing the sand as BMW, riding their reputation. Oh, doing the same as BMW. Yeah, he's talking about the Gibson Les Paul video there. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, you can see it right here above my head. Yep. GS Prospecting, great job all around. Fam, keep at it. Gold Squad out. All right. Thank you. Shane P. Forgot the day, but I know it's sometime soon. Just want to say happy birthday. Mine was yesterday, June 12th, 76. Mine is the opposite, 12/6, 76. So that's interesting. And your name is Shane, too, so that's pretty cool. Duke Nukem, have you ever been to the Silo in Reading, PA, between 95 and 2005? Nope. Never heard of it. Never really been down to Reading, PA. I know where it is, but that's pretty far south of where I'm from. Dark is a fantastic show. Yeah, we've been watching it, and now we're just starting season 2. We finished the first season last night, and then we didn't start season 2 yet. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm probably going to go ahead and watch like a YouTube video explaining the timeline and everything that I probably missed on YouTube, just to make sure that I'm, tracking for the next season. So I'll do that probably tonight. It's only 2:30, so I got lots of time. Sean says, a show my wife and I are hooked on is The Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch. It's on the History Channel. They're into the 3rd season, and it's pretty intense. It leaves you scratching your head for sure. Oh, that's cool. I don't get the History Channel, but maybe I can find it on YouTube or something like that. Or something. We don't have cable, so I anything that's like on TV and people reference it, I have no idea. Unless I've seen it on YouTube or something like that. And I really don't have that much time to watch YouTube. I just play music in the background while I work. And then at night we watch, like a show like Netflix or something on Netflix, right? King Loopy down here at the bottom. You can't see it on the screen, but King Loopy says, good acquisition. Glad they didn't screw up the joiner. He's talking about the joiner and how the shipping company didn't screw it up. Yeah, thanks everybody. Let's go ahead and refresh. Maybe somebody commented. Yep. 23 minutes ago, Tarnished Viking says electric. Yep. Electrician should be here not tomorrow, but the next day, the 16th. So I'm psyched about that. Needless to say, it's been a long time coming. Yeah, we still have a lot of stuff to do in the shop as far as running PEX lines for the air. I want to have a couple different air hoses around. I don't need to. I mean, this isn't really a huge shop or anything. I'm probably only going to need one at my setup bench for sure, and then another one that's like on a retracting wheel in the center of the shop probably, that I can go around and just spray stuff off. And then, of course, I need an air line to the sander, and I need an air line also to the sanding, the downdraft table, so I can hook up my sander and sand on my sanding table. That way all the dust goes straight down into it. So I'll need a hookup there. I'm also going to be using a pinstripe remover tool with a special bladder on it that you can put like a sleeve on it that's a sandpaper, and you can hold it like this, and it sands, so I can do the edges around the guitars, because sanding on the edges of guitars is never perfect, but once you get that pinstriping tool and go around the edge, you can get in all the little curves and everything really well. So I still have to either have that thing fabricated, because it's a pinstriping tool, but it needs to be fabricated a certain way, right? So I have to find a fabricator to fix and modify that, my Powermatic edge sander, because I need to have that triangular belt. And other than that, I'm sure there's so many other things that need to be done as far as all my Milwaukee tools are still on the ground. So my table saw is going to have electricity this week. I can build all of my French cleats and everything that probably next week. So there's a lot coming on the show. Hope you guys enjoyed it today, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.